I hope you enjoyed the dramatic introduction. I thought it was fitting for this video. I'm not going to quit my day job and start doing movie production, but it served a purpose. It shows that after just short of 10 weeks I'm now partially weight bearing. I had a fracture clinic appointment yesterday, Tuesday the 26th of June, and it was good news. Popped in there, went there and had an X-ray on arrival, and then I went and spoke to the doctor, who was pleased with the progress, said the bone was healing well and could start partial weight bearing. Now they referred to it as about 25% of my full weight, so obviously for the use of the crutches I'm still using, but you know, it's progress, and any progress should be something that, you know, is encouraged on your journey as well, on any fitness journey that you're doing. So absolutely delighted. I must say it's a little bit sore, a little bit swollen. Probably, like I say, it's very difficult to gauge 25%, isn't it? But you know, it's feeling good. I've got a good range of movement. The dorsiflexion in the ankle's good. I've got a good sort of plant for the footing. So, you know, all I'm doing now is really focusing on strengthening it. So, yeah, really chuffed with that. On a side note, I also had physio yesterday in the afternoon, and again, that went really well. I've been given a few more stretches to do with a band, just to, again, activate the area, mobilise the joints, and generally just, you know, keep progressing as I'm going, try and put a little bit more weight through the foot each day, and hopefully I should be fully weight bearing within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So again, absolutely delighted with that. I will be able to resume sort of normal activities, so driving, things like that, a few weeks after. That will be once those crutches aren't being utilised at all. So it's really positive, really pleased with the progress to date, and I'm just ecstatic to finally be having my foot down. It's been sort of 9 weeks. So yeah, absolutely delighted, and fingers crossed for the next sort of few weeks. I've got another appointment at the fracture clinic, I think towards the back end of July, around about 4 to 5 weeks time. And hopefully that will be, you know, good news, and I'll be walking into that appointment without the crutches. So it's all very positive, and I'm really chuffed with how it's gone. So considering it's been so long, I haven't actually given you a look at my rather unattractive leg. You can see here it's a knee all the way down to the ankle. You can see a couple of crosses down by the ankle. They locate the pins in the leg, holding the I think sort of pinned into the tibia together. Like I say, I'm no surgeon, I'm no doctor. I'm not gonna sort of try and explain it too much, but yeah, they're these sort of pin points. And if we go back to the knee, you can see quite a tasty scar, and that is where the rod actually was inserted. The actual rod goes the whole way down the tibia, which is the weight-bearing bone. That was snapped along with the fibula, which is non-weight-bearing. And as you can see on the side, we have a couple of smaller scars, and they are, or at least I was told, is the rod went in here all the way down, and these were used to actually sort of push the rod in place. So that's the wound. It's healed well, actually, to be honest. I mean, you know, scars are never pretty, but what's the saying? Chicks dig scars, glory lasts forever. Yeah, we'll go with that. But like I say, it's healed well, and I'm pretty chuffed with it. I mean, actually, this camera actually makes it look a bit worse than actually in real life, I'd say. But just a side point is that when I saw the X-ray again yesterday, and to see the fibula was still totally snapped, which was quite disconcerting. But obviously, because it's non-weight bearing, to see it still snap was quite alarming, but the surgeon and the doctor said, you know, that's absolutely normal. The main concern was the tibia, which is obviously the weight-bearing bone, which I also snapped and shattered sort of up and down the bone. The bone growth in that was really, really pleasing, so they were really chuffed with that. Like I say, for you seeing this for the first time, it's probably quite gruesome, quite unattractive, but it has healed well. I also had sort of like a slight scar or some sort of burn on the leg. It's slightly swollen, but all in all, I'm really pleased with it. I am really pleased. If you don't use it, you lose it. That's why a lot of people, when they do a fat loss goal, they sort of drop the intensity of the weights. They lower the weights to a lighter weight and do more reps. It's not straining the muscle sufficiently. And ultimately, like I say, if you're not stressing the muscle adequately, you will atrophy to an extent, which means lose muscle mass. It needs to be under a constant strain. You know, progressive strain, nothing that's dangerous to you, but you do need to keep pushing and keep progressing with your workouts to avoid stagnation and non-progress. So, without further ado, I'm trying to stand up fairly straight. You'll see my legs, although the right one has got a lot smaller, you can still sort of see a bit of muscle mass on that, particularly sort of the quadriceps muscles. And then this is the broken one. As you can see, this is me tensing there, and I'm tensing the same on this one. Yeah, it's atrophied. It was always going to be the case. I was prepared for that. It's no big deal. But like I say, it's a major difference. I'm just trying to see if it does it justice, really. But yeah, you know, there's absolutely no sort of definition to it. The hamstring's been shot. And like I say, it's just a good indication of what happens when you don't exercise, or at least train, you know, work the muscles adequately. This is obviously an extreme case because, you know, it literally, there's been no activation of the muscle, there's been no flexion or extension at the knee, really. It's been sort of elevated pretty much all the time. So yeah, that's that. So take home note is make sure you're actively putting sufficient tension on the muscle when you work out to prevent chicken legs like this one. Like I said, I don't know how long it's going to take to rebuild, but it's all part of the journey. So there you have it. That was my recovery update. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to everyone on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, everyone that's sort of given me support, given me well wishes throughout the sort of 9 weeks plus. It's greatly appreciated. I say it all the time on Facebook. It really is. You know, we're building a good community on the JC Fitness Experience Facebook page. Twitter, it's, you know, it's a great platform to really help educate, motivate, inspire each other. So yeah, like I say, thank you very much. It's given me motivation, it's given me inspiration, and without you, without everyone, without the community, you know, it would have been a bit of a, you know, a bit more of a lonely experience. And obviously not forgetting my sort of friends, family. So yeah, it was bad at the time, you know, but things have progressed, things have developed. In terms of business, in terms of all aspects of my life, you know, it'd be silly for me to say I wouldn't change it, because I would. Obviously, no one wants a broken leg. No one, you know, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. But you have two options when, you know, something like this happens. You can either mope, you can be depressed, or alternatively, you can put all your energy, all your frustration, all your anger into positivity, into helping others, into helping yourself. So if you are going through a difficult time at the moment, whether it be an injury, personal, you know, there's two ways to go about it. You can either, you know, be depressed about it, be disappointed, be, you know, you can have anger, you can have all of that, but it's all about channeling that aggression, channeling that anger into a positive thing that's going to actually enhance your life. So I've done it. I've you know, I'm starting to reap the rewards in terms of positivity, things are progressing nicely. But like I say, I just want to say thank you to family, friends, and everyone on online for emails, for tweets, for Facebook posts, for everything. You really have helped make this bearable sort of 9-10 weeks. So thank you. If you like the video, give it a like, subscribe, and until the next video, I'll speak to you soon.